everyone, welcome in. Zena, stop it. This is Crow. It is Flosstube 46, and it is Monday. Ma'am, do I have to start this over? What do you... Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Ma'am. Really? What? What is this? You're never going to get back over there. Do you know that? It's Monday, June 16th, 2025. I don't know what I said already. I'm Crow. Welcome in. This is Zena. Welcome to everyone who is new or returning. I appreciate you all being here. So I've got some things to show you today. We have two finishes. Man, can I continue with this, please? Here, do you need help? Are you gonna get... She has herself in a predicament. Can you put your back legs down? Can you... Come here. Oh, there. Okay. Can I continue, please? Thank you. Well, that was an introduction. So yeah, I've got two finishes. We have our weekly news start and a bunch of projects. So let's just get into it. Oh, no. That's a lie. I have some announcements. So it is mid-year whip parade season, and so I thought it would be fun to share some of the whip parades that I have watched. So far, I've only watched two, but Jade, the 310 Stitcher, has a whip parade out, and she's got a lot of... I think she only shared what she's worked on so far this year, so it's not all of her whips, but she does have a bunch of full coverages. So if you and we have a few of the same projects as well. So definitely go and check her out. And then Tammy at SoFly's Unique Boutique also has a 2-part mid-year whip parade up. Again, I think it was just what she worked on so far this year, but I could be wrong. She's got a good mix of full coverage and non-full coverage, but a lot of like Halloween spooky kind of vibes, same vibes as me. So go check her out as well. And then I also have another announcement that I am back on Instagram. I needed a break for a while, and I decided to go back and give it a try again and see how I liked it. I feel like I'm not... There we go. So I'm back on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram below, so if you're not following me on there and you would like to, or you just want to go check it out, feel free. But I'm not doing... I'm trying to not be as hard on myself with posting. So if I feel like posting something, or I remember to post something, cool, but I'm not going to stress myself out about it and, oh, I have to post today, or I have to post today, not that. It's very... I'm trying to make it very relaxed and more fun on my end for me. So yeah, so that's my other announcement. Okay, the new start for the week was Temperance. I'll have to put a picture up. This is artwork by A. Skeeth, charted by the thread geeks, and I'm doing it 2 over 1 half cross on 28 count. Oh, I need to bring it up on, oh, I should have done this first because it's at the very, very bottom. Let me move that mouse as well so I don't randomly press stop and then. There we go. Okay, I did 585 stitches out of 84,240, and I'm at 0.69%. Nice. And I had a piece left over of 28 count that it fit perfectly on, so I did it. Decided to do it on that. And this is where I got to. I did a top left start, and it kind of threw me off a little bit because it is not in line with the corner. It doesn't start directly on the, so that kind of threw me off, but once I got into it, I was fine. And no diagonals, no nothing. I'm just doing it cross country like I used to. And I kind of came down here. So it doesn't look like much of anything right now, but got a good chunk done, so I was happy about that. Love it. Okay. So now we have to spin for this week's new start. I can't get it back in the bag. There we go. Okay. All right, you go over there. I need my phone so we can do the spin. New start. Okay. Here is our full coverage new start wheel. I did take off some that were already started to kind of try to make the, slowly make the wheel more readable. I missed a couple, but that's why there's only 2 blacked out. Raven Queen. This is by Echo Chernik, charted by Unconventional. I will have to insert a picture. Let me bring it up to make sure I am saying the right charter. Raven Queen. Yeah. Oh, yes, Unconventional. I think that's what I said. So I am very excited about this. I love Echo Chernik's work, artwork. The Absent Cthulhu and the Peppermint Cthulhu. If you're a Ko-fi member, you've seen the Peppermint Cthulhu. They're both by Echo Chernik, and I have a few other of his pieces that are on the wheel that I have not started yet. I'm very excited about this. It's so me. I'm looking at the picture. I'm just taking it all in. It's so me. Oh, I'm very excited. Okay, so that's this week's new start. That's awesome. That's very exciting. Okay, so let's do the finishes first so I can get them out of the way and not forget them. Because last week after I filmed, I realized I forgot to show a finish, and I also forgot to show Lothorium. So I'm not going to show them this week just because I'm kind of trying to keep everything, But anyway, I'm trying really hard not to forget to show things this time. So this is, I didn't write it down. This is Pride Potion. This is what I did on my live yesterday. I started it and then I finished it after the live. Not yesterday, Saturday. Who was this by? I don't remember. But it was a nice, easy start and finish for Pride Month. I did it 2 over 1, full cross. That's wrong. 2/2 full cross on 28 count opalescent casual linen. So it's all nice and sparkly. And the colors are so vibrant. I love it. It was so fun. It was such a quick, easy stitch. My friend Bandit suggested maybe making it into a scissor fob. Might be a bit big for that now that I look at it, but I don't know, maybe not. It's really cute, and I haven't decided what to do with it yet, but it was so fun, and I'm really glad that I went through my hoard of patterns and found this and stitched it. It's gorgeous. Okay. And then my other finish was, I don't remember who this was by either. I should have written it down in my book, but I didn't. My other finish was the Ukrainian coat of arms in traditional style and colors. I did it 2/1 on a 14 count black Ada, and I did it was just a white, I think it was Blanc and, no, B5200 and 321, I think. But then I did add around the border here, I used beads from my hoard, just to use some beads up, make it a little bit more fancy. I love this so much. Did I miss some? I think I did. Now that I'm looking at it, I think, see how here there's like 3 more stitches here that aren't here? I think I need to, it should be symmetrical. So I guess that's not technically done. I need to add 3 more stitches. 4 more stitches. 5 more stitches. Because this should be 3. This should be 3 across. Should mirror this. So I guess this is technically not a finish. I guess I need to add 5 more stitches. Now that's all I can see. Ignore that and look at the rest of it and look how beautiful it is. I even marked stuff off on the paper pattern. Oh, okay, I'm going to keep that out so I remember to do that after I'm done filming. But I'm still counting it as a finish. Because it will be finished after I'm done streaming. So it's still 2 finishes. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right. That's funny. It's amazing how you can stare at something for so long. And like, I posted pictures on Instagram and Discord and multiple Discords. And I looked at it and then I see it in the camera and I'm like, wait. Okay. So I worked, now we're just going to go into what I worked on. Some have a lot of progress, some don't, but it's all good. What did I do with the Christmas chicken? I don't know, but I worked on, oh, is this it? Okay, this is it. I worked on the Christmas chicken by the Artsy Housewife. I'm stitching this for Child for Yule, so it is a bit of a focus. I cannot show it to you because it is a Ko-fi and YouTube member only whip. So if you're a member in either of those places, you will have seen an update and gotten stats. But I did work on that and I got a good bit done, so that was exciting. Okay. Next up is, I wanted to get that out of the way so I like to keep things, because sometimes I just forget that something's a member only piece and I get really excited and go to show it and then I'm like, oh wait, Okay. Then I worked on Ladybug Spring. Artwork is by Mulmart, and it's charted by the Cross Stitch Studio, and it will look like this. Put a picture up. And I now have I de-diagonaled it, so I now have 2,865 stitches out of 122,500, and I'm at 2.34%. So this is what it looks like. So you can kind of see where I had the diagonal. So everything else here is new. So this line right here was the diagonal. So I worked on a lot of the green, brought the leaf down, and then I came over here to the flower, and it's a lot of light colors, but you can still see. So I got a lot of that flower in. And it's looking really nice. Oh, I didn't tell you what I'm doing it. I'm doing it 2 over 1 half cross on a 25 count. So that's that. So this is one that did get a lot of progress. Okay. What do we have next? At argatus, I can show you a picture of this. I now have 6,857 stitches out of 165,308, and I'm at 4.15%. It is artwork by Alchemy England, charted by Pain-Free Crafts, and she will look like this. This has had some changes. It's been through different I can't wait to get to the skulls in the water. Ugh. It's been through some different what am I trying to say? First I started it in the top center, which I don't really ever do. It's the first time I've done it. Didn't really like that. Then I went over, counted over to the left, and started doing diagonals, and then now I'm out of my diagonal phase. So now I just went cross country, and just kind of went. So I'm doing it 2 over 1 half cross on 25 count. This is what it looks like in total. So you can, you know what? Let's maybe do it this way. Okay. So you can see this was the center. I started here and did this, and then I was like, no. So then I counted over and started doing diagonals, and then now I'm out of my diagonal phase. So I worked in some of the park threads, and then over the top of the diagonal here, and then just kept going, and I did match up with the center. So where I had it matches up, I counted correctly, and then I did all of that. So all of this is new. I still have park threads down here to work in, but we'll worry about that another time. So she got some good progress. Okay. The next one is my litho piece that I started last year, and I got it out again this June. It is Starshine Coffee. Artwork is by Tammy L. Gross, and it's charted by Stitches So Beautiful. Excuse me. Looks like that, and I love it. Let me give you some stats here in a second. I now have 4,795 stitches out of 108,000, and I'm at 4.44%. 2 over 1 half cross on, ooh, it's fuzzies. Get off. 2 over 1 half cross on 25 count. Same thing. Well, kind of not the same thing. I started it in the top left corner, doing it cross country, and then started converting it to diagonals, you can see here, and then decided, no, I don't want to do the diagonals, so I worked in and started working in the park threads up here, and then filled in a lot of this, and so I still have the park threads down here, but I filled in a lot of up here. This is all full, and this I started working on over here, and these planets. So, and I did do a bit more in the cloud here as well. This is in my priority piece to 5%, to get to 5% category. So I think it's gonna look absolutely, like, look at that. That is gorgeous. And it goes perfectly in this room too. Or it will do once I get it done eventually. Gotta have a dream, right? You gotta act positive. Talk positively. Okay, the next up is Skull Witch. I did this in one of my Stitch With Me's. So this is one that didn't get too much work done on it. But I did get a few hundred stitches in. Where are you? Artwork is my Medusa doll maker, and it is also charted by her as well. It is not a Gecko Rouge chart. And this is what she looks like, or will look like. And I'm doing her 1 over 1 full cross on 22 count. And I now have 5,310 stitches out of 105,378, and she's at 5.04%. This has been through some transformations as well. The background is all 3371. So when I picked it up in a Stitch With Me, or was it the live? I don't remember. Either way, I worked on it this past week in something on YouTube, for something on YouTube, and I worked a lot in here, under her hair, and started filling in a lot of the confetti in there. So that is the back of her head, like the crown of her head. Then there's there's a gold leaf here, and then the crown, the actual crown comes in there. It's not focusing, it doesn't want to focus. There we go. So I think when I work on this, I'm just gonna keep going back and forth between background and her, you know, do like a strand or two of the background and then work some in here on her. Because it is solid 3371, and some people, Jade and Alara, can do all the background in one go. I am not that person. So, okay. I should save this one for last. I'll save that one for last, because it's... Okay. Next up is When I Think of Chocolate by Putini Pantini. It will look like this. I'm not going to make it into a pillow because I'm not about pillows. I'll probably send it off to get framed because it will be an odd size. However, I did get a lot done on this. There's no stats because it's a paper chart. Like percentage stats. But if you're a Ko-fi member, you will get how much I actually did at the end of the month. So this is what it looks like in total. I'm doing it 2/1 full cross on a 14 count opalescent purple from somewhere. I think it was Witch's Garden Crafts, but I don't remember, and I don't remember what it was called either. But that's what it looks like in total. Let's do this. There we go. It's a bit better. So when I brought it out, I decided to work on the right side. So I did the 3 little kisses. I did this donut. I did the T, the E, started on this donut, and did this cookie. And I'm using, excuse me, most of the called fors, except the mug I did different. I just pulled something from Stash for that. The white in the marshmallows and on the donuts, you can't really see, but I'm using a metallic floss that I had in my hoard for that. And the word chocolate, I'm doing in DMC black etoile. So there is extra sparkle on top of the sparkle. So I decided I'm going to do a little bit of, I guess, plans. I don't know, change of rotation talk. There's pieces like this that I have in my whip pile that are close to being finished, close-ish to being finished. But I just don't ever bring them out to work on them because I work on my full coverages more. And I'm kind of more about that. So I decided that these would be good to do for like the temperature stitching. There's a lot of people that have done it or are still doing it. And basically, I just did what I think Dizzy Stitcher is still doing it. Darren. There's 10 projects, so I have 10 of these that are like closest to finishes. That's how many I have, right? And that's not even all of them. And they just languish there. So I labeled them 0 to 9, and then each week I am going to go through and see the projected highs. So let's say it's 75. I'll take the second digit, the last digit, because we do sometimes get triple digits. So I'll just take the last digit, and then whatever whip is assigned to that. So if for 75, whatever whip is assigned to the number 5, I'll stitch at least 100 stitches on. So this will come out next week. I need to get at least 100 stitches on it because it was one of those that were pulled. And so, you know, they're not going to get done quickly, but at least they will still come out and get something on them instead of just languish in the bin, like, and not being touched. So there's that. Okay, next up is Mystical Forest. This is actually one that Jade, the 310 Stitcher, has as well. I think Siski has it as well. Siski, do you have this? I'm trying to find it. Charted by the Cross Stitch Studio. Where is it? Okay, I must have passed it. There it is. Artwork is by Dream Cafe art. It's a big one. I now have 1,244 stitches out of 644,000 for 0.19%. I'll have to insert a picture. This one is one that did not get a lot done on it, but I did work on it. I had started, I'm doing it 1/1, no, 2/1. I had started at 1/1 full cross on 28, and now I'm converting it to 2/1 half cross. So I think everything that I did is still full cross because I was just working in the park threads. So I started it in a diagonal, top left. So this is complete, this diagonal. And then I started working in the the park threads. So all of this that you see is new. Again, just working in the park thread. So I'm going to continue working these in until I convert it and do any half stitches. So not really much to see. I'm trying to get it so you can see everything that I've, there we go, how about that? There we go. It's gonna look gorgeous, but it's very kind of confetti heavy, and the diagonal parking was annoying the shit out of me, and so, but again, it's very fiddly, you know. I count, so I could only do so much before I was like, all right, I need to move on. And it's in my Fox Forest bag, tote bag. All right, one more before the big one. Okay, this is Elvin Door, Green Elvin Door by Stitch with Cat on Etsy. This is what it will look like. I worked on it this year, but I haven't worked on it for a while. So I brought it back out, converted it to 2/1 half cross on 25 count. What are the stats on you? I now have 15,536 stitches out of 78,936, and I'm at 19.68%. And will this fit if I use it this way? Move my needle minder so you can see. Fits enough. And this is what it looks like. Straighten it out. This is what it looks like in total. I mean, it's gorgeous. Look at that tree. The lighting. And I worked in here and kind of filled all of this in and brought this down and worked in a little in here, the branch. So lots of background, not really much to see, but got a lot filled in on that. Lots of black and 939 and 890. And it was nice to get this one out again. Okay. And then the finale. It's Halloween Night, charted by Eder Jose Rosa. No. Artwork by Eder Jose Rosa, charted by Stitches So Beautiful. I now have 44,247 stitches out of 102,000 for 43.38%. And this is what it will look like. this is my focus on a finish that I want to have done at least by like mid-September at the latest. So this is what it looks like in total. Maybe. Da 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 da. So, I still have park threads on the bottom to work in, but we'll worry about that later. That's what it looks like in total. And this is where I worked. I worked, come on now, cooperate with me. Cooperate. I worked over here. So this is now all the confetti, I think. Oh, maybe that, no, that's not confetti. Those are filled in. There's like 2 stitches here. But other than that, this is all filled in over here. I worked up and did all of this and then came down and worked in here as well. So, and over here. So the pumpkin, this is the stem of the pumpkin. So the pumpkin is officially underway. This is the top. You can see the outline of the pumpkin. Worked down here as well. So kind of did like all this up here. Worked in here and all of this. And I'm loving it. So you will continue to see that one. Oh. Get back in there. Come on now. Cooperate with me. There we go. All right. That stays out. So that's what I worked on. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. Thank you all for tuning in and making it through the unexpected and weird intro that I didn't want to redo. But y'all got to see Zany Beanie, so there's a plus. So schedule. Tuesdays and Thursdays are Stitch With Me's. Wednesdays and Saturdays are lives. And Friday is member only videos, which I got out a day late last week, but I filmed it on the Friday, but didn't get it uploaded. I was having some internet issues until the Saturday. But that's the schedule. So I'll try to remember to put that up for you, but if not, I say it every week. And so have a great rest of your week until the next Flosstube. Stay healthy, stay safe, happy stitching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!